Hey friends, welcome back to RV Gear and Getaways. Today we're in New Stanton, Pennsylvania at Den Acres Campground, one of the closest RV parks to Pittsburgh, and yes, it is big rig friendly. Now stick around to the very end because after more than 20 years of RVing, this campground has something I've never seen before, and it's pretty special. Foxton Acres is carved out of the Laurel Highland foothills, making it a peaceful wooded retreat, but still just 2 miles north of exit 75 on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, so very easy to get to. It's open to campers from May 1st to October 31st, and the location makes it so easy to hop off the interstate and be set up at your site in no time. It really makes for the perfect overnight stay. Whether you're heading cross country or just looking for a quick getaway from the city, the convenience here really can't be beat. Check-in and check-out times are both at noon, which is nice. There's no rushing out at the crack of dawn. The rates are really reasonable with nightly, weekly, and they do offer a monthly option. They have full hookups, 30 and 50 amps, plus cable TV. For streaming, we used our T-Mobile internet and had a great signal, never had an issue with it, as well as our Verizon cell phones. The campground does offer a free wireless internet, which we didn't use since we had our own, so I really can't comment on how well that worked. Big rig owners, you'll be happy to know that they have 120-foot pull-throughs with 30 and 50 amp service, which I'll show you in just a bit. They have a camp store that offers propane ice as well as other groceries and RV supplies. One very unique feature, they have a wildlife museum, which is free, that is full of the previous owner's taxidermy from his hunting adventures. It's definitely worth a visit if that's what interests you. Hey, so this is my very first campground review video. So I would love it if you guys could subscribe and leave me a comment and give me some direction. Let me know what you think I could do better. Okay, so back to the review. This is a really large, expansive campground, and they have three different distinct main areas to camp in. Along the creek in the front, which is where most of the big rigs and the pull-throughs are located. Up on the hill by the swimming pool, which is closest to the bathrooms, that's where we stayed. And then on the lake. What a view. What a view. It's just gorgeous there. I would recommend that spot in a heartbeat. But honestly, anywhere you camp at this campground, I think is a great location. I walked it quite a bit, and I can tell you I didn't really see a really bad spot. Den Acres has some great amenities. They have a covered barbecue grill, and then they have a covered pavilion for large groups, which is up next to one of the playgrounds. They actually have two playgrounds. This is one of them. And it's by the large pavilion. So when you have a large group, the kids would have somewhere to hang out and play. Very well done, very well cared for. The other playground is located up by the swimming pool, and it's smaller but also really nice. So if the kids get tired of swimming, but the parents are still at the pool, maybe they could go play at the playground. So we were there in July, and the pool opened at noon every day. And I got to tell you, it was very well used. People loved it. There is a spot to park, so if you want to drive there because the campground is so large, there's plenty of parking spaces there for golf carts as well as vehicles. It is an older pool, but it is very well cared for, and they have slides. They have a little wading pool, very nice. There is bathrooms located nearby. It's the only bathhouse at the community. Again, older, but I got to tell you, they keep it clean. They really keep it clean and well cared for. But honestly, my favorite thing to do here was to walk the grounds. It's absolutely beautiful and so well cared for and peaceful. You can definitely get your steps in while enjoying the scenery and maybe meet some friends and stop and talk along the way. My little dog Tally loved it. It is definitely a pet-friendly park. You do need to keep your pets on a leash, as everyone should, and clean up after them. Here, take a stroll with me and take a look at some of the gorgeous views I found along the way. If you are a walker, this is definitely the campground for you. And if you're here, Pittsburgh is just a very short drive away. I always recommend taking a city tour whenever you're new to an area. It's the best way to get the lay of the land and to see what you might want to go back and see in person, close up, in your car, or do the hop on, hop off tour. They're great too, but it's definitely our first go to every time we go to a new place. Pittsburgh is a city at the junction of three rivers, known for its Gilded Age architecture, incredible museums, and sports culture. Highlights include the Carnegie Museum of Natural History, the Andy Warhol Museum, PNC Park for baseball, Heinz Field for football, and the Phipps Conservatory. There's a casino. There's just so much to do. You will never get bored. You'll see a mix of historic and modern architecture, and of course, those famous bridges. And the National Aviary there in Pittsburgh has a condor. You can see it right there. Oh, and don't forget the casino. You always got to take at least one stop at the casinos, don't you? I know I do. And like I said at the beginning, this campground has something I've never seen before. They reserve a special spot for our military heroes, our fallen military heroes. Our son has dedicated his entire adult life to the military, so this has a special place in my heart, and I can't thank them enough for their respect for those who serve. Thank you. Okay, guys, that wraps up my very first campground review. Please leave me a comment. Let me know how I did, what I did well, what I could improve on it. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to help fund my retirement, please subscribe and like. It's free to you. Thanks so much. Bye bye.